Writing captions does not have to take all day. You do need captions as an online dietitian to catch people's attention, which will help you make a possible sale. Let's get into it. A caption is a brief description or explanatory text. It accompanies a visual element such as a diagram, chart, or some type of an illustration. Captions are used to provide commentary and help people who are looking at the image have some context as to what's going on. Now, a caption can range from a single word sentence to paragraphs. This will just depend on your style and the level of detail needed to explain the accompanying visual.
Here's an example of a caption right here where my cursor is highlighting.
Now we have structure of the caption. As an online dietitian, I suggest that you keep it simple, especially if you're first starting out, because the main objective is to be consistent with putting out content. And so you don't want to overcomplicate the process. You want to make sure you get the process done. You're going to want a heading to catch the attention, then a body of your caption, and then an ending.
When it comes to the structure of a caption, let's take a look at this. This is our client Chelsea, fertility period recovery. And so she's followed the format that I teach inside the Dietitian Boss method. So she asks a question, which side do you relate to? That question pertains to this image that she's posted, right? Period versus recovered period, no period versus recovered period. So she's adding some context to the image by asking this question. So that would be the introduction or the heading of the caption. That's the part one. Then we have the body of the caption, and that's where she's giving a little bit more context, 1 or 2 tips. She could have even just given 1 or 2 instead of 4, but this absolutely works. Then she wraps it up by saying, if you're trying to recover, but you're not sure, right? Because this is the emotionally compelling language that resonates with folks trying to get trying to become fertile and conceive a child. She then says, I encourage you to, and then you use your call to action. Her call to action is to apply for her Period Recovery and Rhythm Society group class, right? So she's titled that class. If you don't have a name for it, you can just say apply for coaching, or you could say buy my ebook, or grab my free guide if you're trying to build your email list. And then she says, click on the link in the bio to apply. Now you can also say, send me a DM, etc. But this is the format. Without going over too much about the details, she's following the format that we teach using a few relevant hashtags. If you're interested in talking about hashtags, type hashtag in the comments. We'll make another video dedicated to hashtags. But this is a really good way that she's following what I teach in the Dietitian Boss method in terms of how to keep it simple and rotate this exact formula. Again, we have a heading, body, and then a wrap up or call to action. And the call to action being that you're telling them to do something related to driving sales or increasing engagement for your business.
I want to show you a couple examples to give you some context of what this can look like.
Here's another example of our client Chelsea, and she's using a reel here, and then on the right, her caption adds great context following that same format that I teach. She said you can have both hands up, so that's inviting you to engage in that conversation and then put your hands up or engage with her post. Then she's adding a little bit of a story here. She has 4 paragraphs. If you wanted to make this shorter, you could make it shorter and just add a little bit of context, but she chose to go a little longer on the story here with her tip and sharing a story. And then she wraps it up with a call to actions. You want to know how to have both. Comment the word ready to learn now. So then when you comment ready, then she's going to go ahead and send you a direct message and invite you to the conversation. She could also say DM the word ready, but that's a way for her to get you to engage with this post and this piece of content. So you can see that she's following that format. Let me give you another example of somebody else who's also following this format so you can see how easy it is for you to create consistency with your captions. So this other example of Dietitian Boss alumni Becca, she's saying, share your favorite tools for stimulation. So she's asking a question, that's the heading, catching your attention. Then she's giving some context. If you have ADHD, right, and then giving some tips, talking about her clients. So she's sharing a bit of a story. She's giving a couple tips here, saying it's okay to use food for stimulation, right? And so she's giving a few ideas. If you wanted to make this shorter, you could just cut this in half and just give 1 idea or 2 ideas. But she did go a little bit longer on this caption, but that's because she's been doing this for a while and she's a professional. She's gets sponsored and she's a very successful dietitian who's been at it with writing captions for years. But it's the format I want you to look at that you can mimic because this is what I teach. And so then she wraps it up by giving some context about her group coaching program and how she can help you. And then she says, do you want to start? Set up your free call to see if it's a good fit for you. So she's inviting people to apply for a call with the link she has on her social media account so that you can see if you are a fit for her coaching program. So I hope this was helpful to see a couple different examples of what it looks like to structure your caption.
In order to write a caption quickly, the answer would be to use a template. If you can templatize a lot of your business as an online dietitian, it's going to be a lot easier to write faster captions and to also find success, meaning people are reading the words that you are writing.
Inside of the library, which is a membership that's affordable that I invite you to join, you have access to a lot of my frameworks. One of them being the caption framework with examples. So I actually walk you through what this looks like and I give you examples that you can modify. So I also show you what these captions look like and you can just pull from the caption bank and then you can adjust it to fit your business. If you make your own caption template, that's going to help save you time.
You can reuse and repurpose captions, especially caption templates, because you're just going to plug and play and change up a few words and phrases every time you create content. It takes 5 to 7 minutes to reuse a caption, especially if you're using a template. In fact, it can take you even less time once you start to get the swing of it. So again, using a template and then making sure you're following the structure that I've shown you is going to help you speed up your process so you can make sure to be consistent with your content creation as an online dietitian. Now, you do want to assess and improve, and that's going to dictate if your caption should be a little bit longer, more leaning towards a detailed paragraph, or shorter, right? A couple quick phrases or sentences. And that's going to be determined by a couple things. The amount of time that you have, right? What are you willing to do consistently? And the metrics, meaning the behavior of your audience. What are they doing? Are they clicking on the links? Are they pressing the link in your bio? Are they asking you questions? Are they commenting on your post? So these are some things that you're going to want to pay attention to as you continue to create and post content on Instagram. Want more? Now, inside of our membership called the library, I actually provide caption templates for you to save time so that you can write captions in 5 to 7 minutes or less and repurpose these templates and customize them to make them your own. And we also offer feedback. So if you want to show us your captions as you're looking at your metrics and improving your process, we can help you write better words so that you can engage your audience to a greater degree and get them excited about the products and services that you're selling. Check it out.
Inside of the library, you have access to over 300 lessons. Additionally, I provide you with a workbook so you can work alongside and complete exercises and get feedback to make progress in your business journey. Now, we have different sections, including stages of business, to help you understand what to work on next to help you progress with starting and growing your business. We also have guest lectures, live call recordings, and resources such as templates where we've written words for you for social media and email marketing to speed up your process. We hope you look forward to joining, and we invite you to come to the library, Dietitian Boss Library, with your peers and our team and me, Libby, to help you grow your business.
If you want to learn more about using Instagram to get clients, I suggest that you watch this next video on screen.